I don't know how to start off this video, man. Capcom, why do you make this so hard for me? Oh, sorry, guys. I just finished this giant rant on my stream. I'm just exhausted, but it's my job to deliver the news to you for Street Fighter 6, so we're just going to be doing this live. Man, I was ranting so much about those costumes. Man, so many people are angry now too, but let's just get right to it, man. You guys can give me your opinion on this, and you can say, Vesper, I told you so. You asked for this, Vesper, in the comments. Okay, so there have been a couple of updates to Street Fighter 6 after this maintenance went back up that you guys should know about. Let me tell you about that real quick here, and then I promise we'll get straight to the cautions because that's the main topic of this video. So the first thing Capcom changed, as of right now, if you load up the game, the wake up reversal window has now been extended. The window is bigger now. Before, it used to be only 4 frames, but now it's a whopping 7 frames. That's like a 75% increase, almost twice as long. That's a really big deal. I'm really happy about this change. And there have been a lot of complaints about the inputs in Street Fighter 6 and all these different directions, so I'm happy Capcom is listening to the feedback on that. Now, in layman's terms, if you don't understand what this means, it just means it's easier to do wake up uppercut, wake up super, or wake up whatever reverse you want to do. Wake up DI when someone does a meaty DI on you. It's just the window to input something. The buffer window is bigger. Really good change. If you play Aki, do core circle forward 2 kicks, your character just stands there, gets blown up by a full combo, this shouldn't happen as much. I tested it and it's pretty noticeable, so that is a great change. Besides that, the usual bug fixes for a whole bunch of characters. They technically nerfed Aki. They made her crouch and heavy kick. There was this weird bug in our active frames where it used to hit low, but yada yada, they fixed that, don't worry about it. And some meter changes and weird, strange input errors of things not coming out, but nothing super important that you should know about. Bug fixes, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, caution time. Let's start with the cautions. You guys want to know the prices. Here it comes. There's good news, there's bad news, and there's very bad news, and there's I told you so news. All right, they're not $15 or $20 like you guys expected them to be. No, they're 300 coins, which translates to around $6 USD. Now that's USD, so it depends where you live. For me, $7 Canadian, 7 buckaroos per costume for each character, which I think is pretty predictable. I was guessing around $5-6. I'm sure a lot of you guys were guessing around like 7. So that is okay if you're only planning to get a costume for your favorite character, or 1 or 2 or 3 for your favorite characters. However, the first bad news, 1, it's 300 coins. You can only buy the coins in increments of 250 or 610. So you get checkmated here, and you can't just spend, you know, the $5 or $6. You have to spend at least $12 USD to get the 610 coins so you can buy 1 costume for 300. So a lot of people are really salty about that, and understandably so. That is one of the oldest tricks in the book when it comes to microtransactions. And yeah, Capcom is using that. And by the way, that's like 610, that's like 16 bucks Canadian, by the way. They have to that I would have to spend at least to get a single costume. So Capcom, come on, man, come on, do better than this. And then the very bad news, guys, here it comes. There is no costume bundle. That's right. After waiting the 5 months and not releasing the costumes 3 or 4 at a time, and announced it since the beginning of August, here we are finally in December. Capcom decides to release all the costumes at once. For what? What was the point? Why? There's no bundle at all. Did you guys know the colors have bundles in this game? The colors! But no. So that means if you want to get every single costume in the game, it's well, 18, you know, 18 times 6, it's going to be $108 USD. That's more than the game. That's more than the game. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, dude. And that's like, I don't know, $140 something Canadian to get every single costume. Hopefully Capcom pulls a PR move and they're like, hey, we accidentally didn't have our bundle up in the shop, and they released the bundle after this weekend or something, with the amount of comments I'm seeing on Twitter right now. It's really late at night, by the way. We saw this at like 1 in the morning. I'm sure when everyone wakes up, it's going to be a giant firestorm going on right now. There are people expecting these costumes to be free for fight tickets or earnable in the World Tour, and Capcom released this huge trailer for these costumes, like it was like an expansion coming out, and everyone's happy. We knew this phase was gonna come by. This is where I told you so, Vesper. What were you expecting? You asked for this. I know they're only costumes. I get it. They don't affect the game. But this is like, in terms of post-game content for Street Fighter 6, this was something that a lot of people are looking forward to. It's supposed to be an exciting time, and I think it's just a huge buzzkill that, I don't know, Capcom just didn't release a bundle. I don't understand why. Like, even if it was like a bundle was like $60, the price tag of the game pretty much, then we can get over that hill and start complaining about that. But there's like no discount at all. Like, it's just such a missed opportunity where I think Capcom would make more money if it was a bundle. Even if it was like $30-$40, I'm sure a lot of people would be convinced to cough that up, and Capcom would make more money and not endure this bad PR that they're obviously going to get over the weekend over these costumes. This is ridiculous, dude. The colors for the costumes too, they're the same colors. They're using the same colors they did for the nostalgia costume and the base costume. I just don't understand, like, what is happening. Like, why, if everything feels so like unorganized and rushed and not executed and strategized well. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh man, Capcom's this is super evil like strategy that they're doing. Maybe with the coin system way it's working, but who's calling the shots for this? Who thought this was a good idea? There's just like no strategy at all. Like, straight up tone deaf, bro. Tone deaf, cold as ice. Just looking on Twitter right now, people are complaining. They're bringing up the Ultimate Edition of Street Fighter 6. Like, what was the point of buying that? Not even getting any costumes. Didn't even get any coins for that bundle, that premium price that everyone paid. Everything has just been so suspicious with the post-game call. I don't know what's going on with the marketing team, dude. It's just like out of control right now. There's probably not going to be a bundle, guys, until that Rashid, Aki, and Ed costumes come out with Akuma. Probably near in the summer, I would imagine so. If there even is gonna be a bundle, but there probably has to be. Or you guys are gonna have to wait for a few years down the road when we get like, the Champion Edition of Street Fighter 6, just like they did it with Street Fighter 5, and they had like a huge bundle there. But man, oh man, dude, I don't know. We'll see how big, the blowback from this is after the weekend, but I just can't imagine. Now I know not everyone is gonna buy every costume. I get that. From a content creator, I'm looking at this at a weird perspective, but it's just a strange buzzkill that I think that was executed by Capcom. Now, there was a cool option that Capcom added to the game now. You can actually assign the costume and color of your opponent's character that only you can see and they can't see. And it's only the costume and colors that you own personally. So this is good and bad. First off, it's bad because it's funny that like you buy these costumes and your opponent can decide to not even see your costume at all, which I kind of find a little amusing. But the good thing is that like if there's a costume that like you think is unfair, like that Nikali costume where he blended in with the training stage, or someone tries to scheme like that, the Gil Pyron costume or whatever, Blanca Nergigante. You can just pick whatever costume you want, or you can just, if you're getting all the costumes and you want everyone to look nice, no matter what, if your opponent's buying one or not, you can do that. So I think that's cool. That's also good for like I said, keeping things fair and CPT wise for whatever costumes people are using. Capcom added some other stuff to the shop too. The new fighter pass is a Santa Claus costume for your avatar, and the themes they have in it are more alpha themes, including Cody, which is really cool, and Kadine, I think, and I forgot who the third one was off the top of my head. We also have new artwork for the new challenger. When you fight someone online and it says, new challenger, and it shows a picture of their character, we actually got new artwork for that. It's like this Nickelodeon looking kind of artwork, and that you can buy for money if you want, but that's actually also available using the fighter tickets, which is great. It's like 2,000 fighter tickets a pop. The JP one looks really good. He's snapping his fingers, and the Honda one looks good. He's doing his headbutt. So that's cool. They're finally adding more options for that, because I was wondering when Capcom was going to do that. Another small change that I didn't see in the notes, but I hear a lot of people reporting, is that when somebody disconnects on you now mid-match, it will show like this window with their full ID and full ID number. So, you can blacklist them. You can think they rage quit on you. I mean, just keep in mind, guys, that the servers have been a little wonky lately, so don't start blasting when you start seeing this big window, because it kind of insinuates, hey, this guy did rage quit on you, but sometimes it is the server, so just keep it in mind if you guys have an itchy trigger finger on that. But it is a good change if you want to know who that player was without, you know, going back to their profile and checking it. Capcom also added servers that are specifically for beginners and intermediates. We already had beginner servers. That's the one where you see the little yellow chickadee symbol beside the server. Now there's like beginner/intermediate, so they're just trying to make sure that you don't go into a battle hub with some super sweaty Lukes waiting to win that $1 million. Just like a little thing to help players just ease into it. But yeah, man, I don't know. And oh yeah, there has a new music too. There's new music, more rap themes they added, but it's free. And there was another collab going on right now, and that's good in case Capcom decides to have the turtle theme playing for 2 months. At least you have some kind of backup plan. But watch out. I noticed when I was checking out those tracks, there was some DMCA on my stream, so be careful of that if you guys are streaming or something while you're listening to that. But yeah, man, like I said, the star of the show are these costumes, guys. I'm curious what you guys think about this. If I'm overthinking it, if I'm making a bigger deal than I should be because I'm a content creator, you know, where I'm most likely, where my chat wants me to get all the costumes. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think $6, you know, USD for one costume is expected. I think that's okay, especially if you're only getting 1 or 2. I think there's a huge missed opportunity with the bundle. I didn't think it was executed right. I don't know why we waited all this time, like why Capcom wanted all these costumes to come all at once. There was like no reason for it. It was like completely unnecessary. They could have just released 2 or 3 per month and everyone would be fine. No one would be like complaining like, hey, where are these costumes? You know what I mean? Capcom should really look at the increments on the fighter coins. I think it's unfair that someone has to spend over 10 bones to purchase coins to get the costume. I know they can get the fighter pass with it too, but you should always have a choice. It just doesn't look good for Capcom, man. I think Street Fighter 6 launched so well, was really rich on content. They even had the nostalgic costumes possibly for free if you played World Tour. Such a great start, but now with the post-game content, I just really don't understand it. It makes me really worried. Lots of red flags, especially when we saw the trailer for the costumes and they didn't even mention the price in their own video that they announced for, and I just don't know what's going on, man. I'm more than likely gonna do a discussion video because I'm just kind of exhausted, guys, because I just ranted about this for a couple hours already, so I just feel like I've repeated myself like a billion times. But I really want to know where your guys' head is at on this situation. Let me know if you're picking some costumes up and if you even care about this bundle. And then I guess I'll follow up when I finally do my discussion with Mir. When he wakes up, I'm gonna see where he's at. When my brother wakes up, I'll see where he's at too, and we'll talk about this. Capcom reacts over the weekend when everyone wakes up. But yeah, that's your news roundup video. Like I said, that wake up reversal window thing is a really good step in the right direction. I'm really looking forward to that balance patch. Anyways, guys, yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'll keep you guys posted. Peace.